and good morning, everyone here in the center today, live. I'm Reverend Doug Craig. I'm an ordained minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living, and welcome to our Sunday morning meditation experience. So, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Uh, I'm going to do a little bit of a beginning with a treatment, set intention, and explore some messages from the Spirit for us. And I'll do it with an opening treatment, and then I will take us into a state of relaxation in a beautiful place of your choice, and then we'll go into that sacred spot. So please go within and join with me in consciousness. And know that we let go of the activities of the morning and of the day and stay present right here and right now, for I know that the point of power is ours in the present moment. So I know as I declare this word for myself, I declare it for each and every one here. And so accept the word that resonates with you as true for you, and it shall be. So I know that that one eternal life that is forever giving of itself, it's God's life, it's my life, right here and right now. And I know that within me, there's that sacred place of the Most High, where the Spirit that is me lives and moves and has its being through me in my own unique way. So this is a combined journey of my spiritual self and spirituals and human self. And so I know I set the tone right here and right now to be open and receptive to Spirit's guidance for me, through me, and by means of me. So I invite you now just to relax and let go. Relax and let go, and allow yourself to go to a very comfortable place in your most favorite place in nature. You're there right now. Look about you. See the colors. Are there trees? What kind of trees? How do you feel about those trees? Are there shrubs? And what kind of shrubs are they? And how do you feel about those shrubs? And is there water? Trickling, flowing, falling, gently and quietly, or thundering and loud? Feel it. Experience it. Merge with it all. All the vegetation, all the surroundings, all of the beautiful colors, and merge in with the sensations. A gentle breeze, perhaps the scents of flowers and the underbrush and the shrubs, the smell of the trees, the freshness of the area with the water around. Relax and let go. Any sensations of heat. You feel the gentleness and the warmth of the air around you, making what you're doing and where you are very, very comfortable. And as I immerse myself into the surroundings of nature, I recognize and realize that there is no separation, that I am the waterfall, the trees, the shrubs, the plants, the flowers, the animals. I am all of that. And all of that is part of me. Although all the outer is different, that inner is all the same. It's all connected. And I come to know that mind is the master power that molds and makes. And the individual man is a channel and an openness of this one presence and this one truth. And I know that each of us draws from this presence, individually and collectively, exactly what it is that we need to know and we need to do to make that next step on our spiritual journey. And in this relaxed, beautiful place and state, I open up and know that the Spirit within guides me, leads me, directs me, and inspires me at all times and in all situations, and that I am aware of the messages from Spirit, and I act upon them accordingly. So with the intention set of seeking our next step in our spiritual journey, I remain open and receptive to how that idea is presented to me. Maybe in the meditation, maybe as an inspirational part of today's message, maybe from the music, or maybe from interacting with the people in the community, or maybe from a silent, still voice within. So I set the tone to be open and receptive today, to seek first the kingdom within, and to know, regardless of the circumstance or situation, that whatever I need to know and whatever I need to do is always available and always is presented. I just tune up my awareness to see how Spirit acts in me, through me, around me, and by means of me, knowing that my outer world is the effect, my inner world is a cause, and my outer world is a message to me because it's a reflection of my consciousness, how I see it and how I choose to experience it. So now we'll go within to that quiet quiet, sacred spot and ask for the clarity for what it is I need to know and learn to move me clearly on my next step on my journey. as we slowly bring ourselves back to conscious awareness. We give thanks for the blessings that we've received and know that that limitless sea of receptivity is always within us, waiting for our beckoning call. It is the sea of receptivity that will guide our ship, our body, our being to wherever it is that we need to go and whatever it is that we need to do to experience peace, prosperity, fulfillment, and happiness. That is our divine birthright. And I claim it for myself and each one here, knowing that whatever we do is always for the highest and best of all concerned. And that there's a willingness within us to practice conscious awareness of the guidance that we get from the Spirit in all facets of our life, and the guidance and direction that we get from our human self to bring this spiritual direction into form. So I know that in my journey there's peace, harmony, prosperity, hope, fulfillment, love, and joy. As I entertain that, I express that, cognizant and aware at all times of the highest and best in me and around me and through me. So we go forward into the coming experience and the coming day with great excitement and anticipation, knowing that something unique, something precious, something good and wonderful is now presented to us. And we give loving thanks. We release this to the law, and we let it be so. And so it is.
Here's a little song I wrote. I want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. Every life expects some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, 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 don't worry. Ooh, be happy. Ooh, ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord stay around. late, believe me, have to litigate. Don't worry, be happy. Hey, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got nobody to make you smile. Don't worry, be happy. When you worry, your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Elevation! Hi, everybody. How are ya? Wow, I just have to say a great big thank you for coming out on such a balmy Sunday afternoon. Somebody was saying, I don't quite like the 50-degree difference that we had from last night to this morning. But you know what? Thank you all for coming out. It really makes me happy to see you. And always our Love Stream people, we know you're there and we love you. You are part of our community as well. So if you are new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell. I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a Center for Spiritual Living before, you're going to learn some stuff today. But probably the most important, or one of the most important things I need to tell you, is that we are a faith tradition. We don't call ourselves a religion. We are a philosophy. We are a way of life. And we honor all philosophies and all ways of life because we understand that the divine, this limitless divine, is expressing itself through everything. So there can't be just one way to believe. That wouldn't make sense in a limitless universe. So wherever you are on your path today, you're absolutely welcome. I'm so pleased that you decided to come here today. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to learn some stuff as well. So we're going to start out by singing what we call our Kong song, which means our congregational sing-along. So let's everybody stand up and sing along. This one is super simple. You'll get it in the first verse, I promise.
Sing
That's a fun one. Absolutely. So what we do here at the center is we take care of the kind of the business stuff. So I'm going to give you some announcements, let you know what's going on, so that when we go into our more sacred part, we can stay there and not have to be thinking about what do I need to do next. So I'm going to let you know what's going on here at the center. The first thing to tell you about is our foundations class. We're doing an online foundations class that starts on Tuesday at 6:30. I think we've got about 15 people registered so far, so that's really awesome. I know, I'm thrilled about that. And this is our basic class. This is where you're going to learn about meditation and spiritual mind treatment and visioning and communing and contemplating about spirit and all of the things that go into this teaching. It's the foundational. Oh, I did that before. Don't look at my cleavage. No, that was that was a few weeks ago. I'm sorry. My apologies. Anyway, this is our basic class, and good or ill, I'm teaching it. But anyway, what we do, this class costs $290. But I understand for some of you, it's like, man, that's a chunk of change when I don't really know what it is that I'm getting. So we are offering what we call priceless pricing. This means that you pay the $40 registration fee, which gets you registered in the class and the workbook. And then as the class goes on and you recognize the value of it, then you will be inclined to want to and be able to pay for the course. It works really well for people who are a little bit like, I don't know, I'm a little hesitant here. So if that calls to you, if that feels like something that you want to do, you can go on the website and sign up, or you can pay in the Soul Shop and get the information in the Soul Shop. So that starts on Tuesday online. So we'll send you all the Zoom information and everything, starting on Tuesday night at 6:30. And if you are planning on going, come a little early, maybe 6:15, so we can all get settled to start right at 6:30. And then Reverend Doug is going to be teaching a course that starts on Wednesday called Self-Sabotage, A Prisoner of My Own Mind, 6 weeks to transformation. And Doug, did you want to do a little brief? No. Really? I'm so surprised.
Okay, so if any of you are there ready for a major shift in your life, or maybe you're just someone that wants to pick up some really good spiritual tools and things like that, this is a good program. I've been doing this for 35 years, and it's my program, and I've done it in 35 centers and 10 states and 4 provinces the first time here, oddly enough. One thing that you will get for sure is learning about the power of observation. And one of the key elements that I could pass along that I know of is 10 different ways that Spirit speaks to us on a day-to-day basis. And when we're aware of that, we could utilize it. There's probably more, but those are the only 10 that have been delivered to me. So if you're interested in that and that appeals to you, come on down and you'll maybe get something you just never thought you'd get.
And Doug, when does that class start?
Wednesday. It
At
runs
what
for
time?
6:30 to 9:30, same as all the rest of the classes we do here.
And Doug, is that in person or is that online?
It's all live, all confidential, transparent.
Okay, that's all the questions I have. Thank you. So that starts on Wednesday, in case you didn't get that message. Then we have on, not this Sunday, but next Sunday after our service, we have our lovely practitioner, Fran Watson, who's going to be doing a workshop called Amplify Your Divine Presence. And if you know Fran, she is all about divine presence. And she is doing this as part of our monthly, when we do a workshop at the end of the month. And so if you can read more about it on the website and in the newsletter. It's right after service. You have time to go grab a bite at Timmy's and then come back here for 12:30 for the program with Fran. And as you know, these have all been really, really quite wonderful. So that starts. That's next That's next Sunday, right after service. And the last two, Vern, Science of Mind magazines are in the Soul Shop. You know, between a glitch in our parent organization and getting the magazines out on time and the postal strike, Vern has been going in every Sunday going, are they here yet? Are they here yet? So I'm here to tell you they're here yet. All right. And also, it's almost time to give you your charitable tax receipts. So if your email has changed or your physical address has changed, if you will let Lance, our operations manager, know at office@calgarycsl.org. Don't write them about other questions. This is just if you change your email address or your physical address and you want us to know. We will be emailing the tax receipts, not mailing them in the post. Okay, I think that's done. Oh no, our ongoing groups, the Saging Circle with Sandra and Neil, that's for our Wisdom Keepers, 55 and above. It's a Saturday morning discussion group that is really quite lovely and is so very popular among our people. Consciousness Seekers goes to the end of the month, and then Coffee with Dr. Pat, that's me, Wednesdays at noon, and you are more than welcome to come and join us. This last week, what did we talk about, you guys? It was good. It was something, we take a question and then we just contemplate it. I think it was how does spirit show up in your life or something like that. It's just a really nice way of being in community. So all that information on the website and in the newsletter as well. Okay, yes, sir. Yes? Okay, Rosaire's question is for people who don't have a printer, can it be held here? Take that up with Lance. Okay. Take that up with Lance. Okay, so that's the business. Yay, now we can get into the sacred. I'd like to invite our ministers and practitioners to please come forward. I'm not going to say their names, just come forward and you can kind of get an idea of the spiritual support that we have present here. You may have noticed that we have someone doing signing here, and so we're just going to be surrounding her with love, and it's wonderful to watch. I could watch all day. Anyway, this is our ministers and practitioners. This is the healing arm of our center. So what's going to happen now is that Amy's going to lead us in a chant. Kind of empties out the congregation when you guys are all up here. I'm like, where'd everybody go? Anyway, Amy's going to lead us in a chant. Then Doug will give us our spiritual mind treatment. So I invite you to just go within. Go to that place where you are communing. Go ahead.
So secret, so precious, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love.
As we join together here in consciousness, we do so knowing and accepting that there is only the one. No matter what you want to call it, there is only that one. And that one is universal, everywhere present, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-wise. And all of that oneness is in me in you, right here and right now. It is always there. It is always working for us. It works through us, by means of us, each in their own unique and special way. The way we are, exactly who and how we are right now, is 100% perfect. And anything that is inside of us that says no to that acceptance and declaration is now dissolved and vanishes into the false nothingness from which it came. The sacred truth is that we're all whole, perfect, and complete at all times and all ways. And as Dr. Holmes said, there are no obstructions to the operation of truth within us, through us and by means of us. I know that our channel is clear and pure, and only the essence of good flows through that, creating and guiding and leading, directing and inspiring us for great performances, great experiences, and great outpicturing. For I know that each has a specific talent and ability that is paramount to what they are and who they are. And for myself, I may not be the best in the world, but it's the best at what I can be in the world. And so I accept my gift, and I'm grateful for the multitude of different ways that the Spirit presents for me to express myself in this physical world called life. And I know that as I do this and each of us do this, we create a better world around us, through us, and by means of us. And we experience joy beyond what one can possibly even imagine. But we're working at it and opening up to it, knowing that we're never alone. The Spirit guides us, leads us, and directs us. And I declare for myself right now and right here and for each year that we are an open and a clear and a free-flowing channel of this wisdom, energy, love, and kindness that we call God or Spirit. And that with an open and receptive mind, today we receive some inspiration and guidance that enhances and improves the quality of our existence by our application of what we learn. So we know that all is good and all is God, and for that we take peace, knowing that the Spirit always talks to us and gives us what we need at the time we need it. So moving into this, declaring this and accepting this for each and every one here and in our virtual world, I know that goodness prevails and demonstrates into this world of form for us. And we give loving thanks, knowing and accepting. We give thanks, and so it is.
So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love.
Thank you, Amy and Steph. Thank you, Reverend Doug, for giving my talk today. We can all go home. We can go to lunch now. And thank you, my beloveds, always for being here and being such a wonderful support to me and to our center. Our practitioners and ministers are here to do treatment on your behalf. So if you want somebody to know the truth for you, they kind of hang out in the back of the sanctuary, and many of them are wearing scarves, and that means that they are here for you. So please avail yourself of that. It's a wonderful service. Okay, so now we get to hear some more music from Elevation. I've got to say that this song that they are about to do is my favorite spiritual song ever in the world. So don't blow it, okay?
I'm just a gigolo.
Not that.
My favorite song.
Knock yourself out.
When I was a child each week, on Sunday we'd go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, they would talk about the time Moses split the sea in two, Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but in seeing where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I've got to hold my breath, 'cause I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-downs. But now I walk with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush and singing like a scripture verse. Made me wanna bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, heaven second-rate hand-me-downs. Now walk with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything
my God. Elevation, Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, Lisa Jacobs. We are so blessed. Yowza. Will you come back in about 15 minutes to noodle?
Yes,
Thank you.
sorry, I responded to that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I didn't want that song to end either. There are several, the whole song is just so wonderful. And there are several of the lyrics that just bring me to my knees. It ain't gratitude. Woo. Holy moly. Used to be holy water, was rare at best. Could barely dip my fingertips. Now it's everywhere. I'm swimming in a sea of it. Right? Oh. Jiminy Christmas. Gonna be one of those days. So would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And one more time at your own pace. So traditionally, many centers of spiritual living, we're not the only one in town. Well, we're the only one in town, but we're not the only one in the world. And for years and years and years, we have devoted the month of January to going over the basics of our teaching, which is called the Science of Mind. And what happens is we take the first 4 chapters of our textbook that's called The Science of Mind, and we learn a little something about that. And the first 4 chapters have very unusual names. That's why I wanted to share them with you. They're called The Thing Itself, The Way It Works, What It Does, and How to Use It. You may be thinking to yourself, what? I remember my mother when I was talking about this, and she's like, I don't understand this place that you're going and what it is that you're learning. So the it, in the case of these chapters right here, is referring to the universe, the life force energy, spirit, life, love, the law of cause and effect, infinite intelligence. Ernest Holmes called it the thing itself. Yes? You with me? In other words, these chapters and the ministers who are teaching it are teaching you about God and are teaching you about how God works in our lives, but from a very different, more expanded idea than the guy up in the sky that so many of us were raised with. And here's what's interesting, is that when we start to just simply use different names for God and get a different concept for God, it leads to an expanded understanding of it. Yes? And when we have an expanded understanding of it, we find that we can work with it. We can work in harmony with it consciously to bring about changes in our lives. That is the teaching. That is the basics of our teaching. And so the truth is, I really love doing the first 4 chapters. I really love the tradition. However, this year I didn't want to do it. So I didn't. I had other things that I wanted to talk about. So, however, if you want to get the basics, either as a newcomer or as a refresher, like, oh gosh, I'd kind of forgotten about that. Did I mention we have a foundations class that's starting on Tuesday night at 6:30? Talk to Lance. So, my talk title today, rather than being the basics, is actually called Vamp Until Ready. Vamp Until Ready. And if you're not familiar with that particular phrase, it's actually a musical term. And you've all heard vamping before. You may not know that you've heard vamping, but you have. So Vamp Until Ready describes when a band or an orchestra starts and stays with a particular rhythm or a beat until the performer is ready to begin singing or performing. So it goes a little something like this. Don't laugh. So here's the orchestra, and they're doing this. Boom, 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 boom. And they're just vamping. That's called vamping. And they're just vamping in the background until the performer is ready to do their thing. So it would go like this. Boom, 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 boom. There's no business like show business, like no business. And the band will keep it going until the performer is ready to come out. So you may be asking yourself, especially if you're new here and have never heard this particular person speak, what does this have to do with spirituality? Well, I'll tell you. One of our absolute shoulders upon we stand on teachers in our teaching was Raymond Charles Barker, who wrote a book called The Power of Decision. And he wrote, the source of all ideas is never congested. It has an infinite patience. It neither persuades nor punishes. It waits for the open mind through which it can flow. I'm going to say that again. It has infinite patience. And it waits for an open mind through which it can flow. So now, in case you didn't know this, I have a musical theater background. Oh, come on, that was funny. So when I read that quote as a student, I was like, oh my God, I get it. The universe is like the band, and it is vamping until we, the performers in our lives, are ready to perform. So if you think about it, there is this incredibly powerfully creative force that is ready and willing to work for us, through us, and as us. And it is literally waiting patiently, vamping. Boom, 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 until we are ready to live up to our potential. And once we're ready, then we step out, and it backs us up and supports us perfectly. I know you all know what I'm talking about. Yes? Nod your heads as you've had that experience. I want you to think back to a time when you made a decision to try something or to be something that you had always dreamed of doing. It's scary. It's super scary. And yet, once you began, you felt as if there was an entire orchestra or the world's best band, Elevation, backing you up. For example, when I accepted my first job as a minister, these many years ago, I was in a town called Temecula, California. And I didn't, and those of you who've gone through ministerial school know what I'm about to say. I didn't really know anything about being a minister. I had some training, and I had a pretty good understanding of the science of mind because I was a practitioner, but I didn't really know anything about being a leader of a center. But you see, I had been talking and dreaming about it for a really long time. I had imagined and I had fantasized and I had visualized what it would be like. So when the opportunity came available, seeming miraculously, but that's another story, the universe was already in the background, vamping until I was ready. So when I did step up and I began doing this thing that I'd been dreaming about and talking about and thinking about for so many years, I felt like I was being backed up by the Philharmonic. And the universe and I have been making beautiful music together for close to 27 years. That's why this Barker quote is so profound. The source has infinite patience and simply awaits the open mind through which it can flow. Take that in. Now, in my case, it waited over 8 years because from starting with Science of Mind, the first Science of Mind foundations all the way through ministerial school, it's been an 8-year process. So I had to go through all of that, but the universe is just vamping. It's just vamping. Here's this idea. It's just vamping and vamping. In fact, it had actually been vamping my entire life because this job that I love so much, that I've been doing for so long, is a culmination of my life. Because it takes in singing, and it takes in performing, and acting, and writing, and teaching, and telling my people my opinion about stuff. And talking about spirituality. This is my job. Everyone go like this, oh my God. So what does this tell you about the things that you have been dreaming about and doing? How many of you have thought about going back to school or changing jobs or starting a business or writing a book or having a baby? Not the two of you, way in the back. Or taking a trip of a lifetime, or starting a relationship or ending a relationship. Sometimes, if it feels too big, or it feels too overwhelming, or we think that we're too old, or we think that it's just going to take too long to accomplish, we give up without even trying. So I have a question for you. How would it be different if you knew? Not just, yeah, be nice. If you knew that the universe was in the background, patiently keeping your rhythm of life going while you readied yourself to do this thing. It would make a difference, wouldn't it? If you absolutely knew that the universe was unwaveringly waiting, as Barker puts it, to flow through you. Wouldn't it keep you more focused? If you knew that was the case, it would take the pressure off, it would relax you, and this is key for me, it would motivate me to keep on going. In other words, if I knew that this was happening in the background, and I do until those times when I forget, and then I have to be reminded about it. So if I absolutely knew, then I would keep on doing the things that I know that are going to support that, like my affirmations and my visualizing and communing with spirit and studying and honing my skills and honing my abilities, because I know, I have faith that life is vamping in the background to support me. Thank you. And it may take a few tries. I have this mental picture, because I've done some performing, of getting ready to do something and then chickening out and backing up. So it's like this, again, demonstrating. Here's the vamp. Boom, 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 boom. And here's me going, no! And the universe stays vamping in the background until we're ready. There's an opposite side of this. There's a flip of this. And that is the law of cause and effect, which is what the vamping is illustrating, is completely impartial. Ernest Holmes uses the term impersonal. I don't care for that one as much. I like the term impartial. It's going to do what it does regardless, which means that it is going to back us up on those less than positive things that we decide on. Because it is impartial, it means that if we choose to sing the blues, oh, my baby left me, I got no money, it's going to back us up there too. It is impartial. I have an example of that. My sister Beth, that a number of you know, went to the desert on a business retreat trip a number of years ago, and she was going with people from her work. And now Beth loves the desert. We're desert rats. I mean, we'd rather be in the desert. Well, I'd rather be in the mountains, but we do love the desert. So she was thrilled to go. Yes, we're going to have this retreat in the desert. But some of the people that were going don't like the desert. They think it's ugly. So they were super resistant going. So, of course, consciousness being what it is, and belief being what it is, and the universe being what it is, and the law being what it is, Beth was supported in having a wonderful time at this retreat. She saw all kinds of wildlife. She saw beautiful scenery, sunsets, and all that stuff. And the other people who were also completely supported in their belief that the desert was awful, had a miserable time and hated it and never once saw the beauty of it. So it was the same trip. It was completely different experiences. Same universe, completely different accompanying music. So here's the main point of my talk. Eventually, if you are going to do what you say that you want to do in life, you are going to have to step up and do it. Because the universe will keep vamping forever, but it won't start without you in your life. It will not, it can't. Because what we teach, Ernest Holmes tells us that God can only do for us what God can do through us and as us. So we have to be the initiator. We have to step up with that open mind and start. In other words, there's no giant miracle worker up there who's going to intervene and push you into being all that you can be. You have to do it. And once you do, then the universe stands up and backs you all the way. So, Steph, if you're ready, I'd like to lead you in a visualization so you can kind of get an idea of what this might feel like. Isn't she a beautiful little mama? I know. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. We have another mama in the family room, too. Sorry, I must have mama fever right now. So I invite you to close your eyes and just begin to relax. For these next few moments, you don't need to be doing anything. This is your time. And bring to mind something that you would like to experience in your life. Maybe it's a specific goal or a dream or a vision. Maybe it's a sense of peace. Maybe it's to travel and see the world. Maybe it's to find a loving partner. Maybe it's to give of your talents in an expanded way. Allow yourself to begin to feel the rhythm of the universe in the background. It's not pushing. It's not loud. It isn't discordant in any way. Just that pulse, that rhythm, vamping patiently, waiting for you to step into your dream. And now, in the privacy of your own thoughts, take the step into the life you are imagining. And now feel the rhythm and the pulse of the universe even stronger. Gently, but firmly and absolutely supporting you in realizing this dream. Feel yourself buoyed up by its constant presence. You feel completely supported by life in doing what it is you dream of doing. So sit for a few moments in this feeling. Allow yourself to feel the feeling tone of what you want to experience. Allow it to become embedded in your mind and your heart. And when you are ready, begin to become aware once again of the room. Feel the chair supporting you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. As you leave here today and you go back into your busy lives, keep that feeling tone of the universe. Keep that feeling of what it felt to know that the universe is vamping in the background, supporting you, loving you, knowing itself as you. And so it is. And so the next song that Elevation is going to do is, can you take this, love? Thank you. It's my second favorite spiritual song that they do, and it is exactly on point. So please welcome again, Elevation.
I'd rather stand on the edge of a cliff, hang my toes over a bit, and then jump when they dare me, even if it scares me and I get hurt. I'd rather build my wings on the way down, do my best not to fall to the ground, and then laugh at my mistakes, 'cause each one's a lesson I learned. I'd rather burn with desire deep in my soul and love like a fire that's out of control, and laugh and dance and fall and chance and kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather risk. Well, I guess I could just play it safe and forget about love, hope, and faith, with my eye on the shoreline, keeping my bow tied, staying in. Oh, but I'll never discover new lands if I'm keeping my feet on the sand. No, I'd rather set sail and get carried away by the storm. I'd rather go inside, keeping my soul alive like a fire that's out of control. Laugh, dance, walk, dance, and kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather live. I would rather risk. I'd rather burn with desire in my soul and love like a fire that's out of control, and live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens. Wonder what I miss. Oh, I just the chance to risk. Woo! Yeah, these guys. Oh, I didn't want it to end, Oliver. Whew. Man, I am just a bundle of emotion today. So now I get to tell you how you can support the center. That's a hard leap. But you know what? I do get to teach you about how to support the center. We are a nonprofit organization. So we exist by donation. And so
Those of you who support us on a very a regular basis, thank you for that we know we can count on. They're usually the people who have the blue cards. If you can hold up the blue cards, these are the people who we have their information. We're able to take it out of their account, and we can rely on it. Everybody else, take your tithe, your gift, your offering, your donation, and let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so that is, and we're going to sing that song about gratitude, so stand up if you're comfortable. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above. Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me. Monica, could you go and let Miss Rachel know that we're ready for them?
It's just one shot. Is it E flat?
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Careful, careful. Doo-dah, hey, line. There's bird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. I knew we were missing one. Zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful, whoa. I won't move back with you. Hey. Hi, guys. Did you have fun?
Hello, happy Sunday. Thank you to everybody that's here. Hello to our love stream. The can is like really hard to do. I don't know how like those ladies used to do it in sync. That was great.
Yeah.
Today we had a lot of fun. I believe we had 9 little children and we had 4 big children. So thank you so much to my family for volunteering. Thank you to Avery, my youth volunteer. I could not do this without their help because the energy here, it might look like a few kids, but the energy is high.
Thanks for having
So we had a lot of fun today. We saw some familiar faces, we had some new faces, and the kids that come for the very first time, I'm always impressed and so happy with how they just kind of meld right in. The kids that we have coming here for a while, like Eli, like Infinite and Cosmo and Faith, They are so good at helping new kids get settled in and making them feel comfortable. And thank you to Azzy for helping out in any way that she can as well. Today we read a book, and whenever we read a book, we're a democracy, so we vote on that book. And today's vote was, we don't like that book. So that means Miss Rachel pulls it out of the library. That's the first time that has happened. So I'm really happy to give these kids an opportunity to express their voice in a safe space where they're not going to be judged or ridiculed for that. And then we took time to build paper cones into trees. Did we bring any in here? Oh, Azzy has one in her hand.
Oh, cool.
Miss Rachel forgot how to make a cone out of paper, and Google did not help me much. And so thank you to Finley, my architect in the making.
Yeah.
He was like, I can do that right away. And thank you to Connor and Eli for doing all of the work to build our construction papered trees.
And Avery helping.
Oh, yeah, and Avery was a huge help. Avery is amazing. I love giving the youth the opportunity to volunteer with us. Not only does it give them a chance to kind of give back to their community, it also gives me an opportunity to connect with them. And should they ever need a reference for anything like that, I am more than happy to do that. So having our youth volunteer is essential to our community, to our program, to our spiritual teaching. So if any of you have youth that are looking to get involved, they are always more than welcome to help out in the Fun Day program. And I think that they would like to say that they get something from it too.
Thank you, Miss Rachel, and thank you to the kids. And we got a bevy of kids in the family room too. We got 3 or 4, 5 of them. Hi, everybody. I know, and I love it. I love it. I love it to see the kids here. Oh my gosh. They're the future, and I'm not being like, sugary sweet. They're the future. Right? Like for real. Like for real, real. So give a hand for the kids. And we're going to do our closing blessing. If you'd like to stand up, or you can do it seated. We're going to be rubbing our hands together, and we're going to be sending energy where it's needed. You all know where it's needed in your life. I know where it's needed in mine. So on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh.
There's a power in the sea, reminding ourselves not to become a tree. There's the power in a cell, and it's capable of making a you and a me. There's a power in a word, vibrating in a frequency. There's power inside, that power is love, 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 love. It reveals when an open, broken heart begins to be healed. It breaks like the sky when the long, dark night starts spinning on the wheel of the world. Watch it rise. Out of the ashes comes another day, a bright light shining through eyes so bright, so bright every time we fall in love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. We're vamping, it wasn't an accident.
This is called vamping. We're literally vamping for you, Amy.
There's a force in the fist. When unclenched, it ceases to exist. It breaks into light. So insist on bliss. 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 Love, 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 love. in the sea, reminding itself how to become a tree. There's a power in a cell, and it's capable of making a you and me. There's a power in the word love, vibrating at a frequency